Hello friends, welcome back to Learn by Rahul, and today we are going to discuss about very most important topic, difference between the smoke testing and sanity testing. Every time the students are just stuck and confused what is the exactly smoke testing and sanity testing. And one of my students demand about, please sir, make a video on smoke testing and sanity testing. So please watch my video up to end, and believe me my dear friends and students, you will get a properly understand with the real time example what is the exactly difference between the smoke testing and the sanity testing. Okay, so let's get started. So let me take a real time example. Suppose you want to develop WhatsApp application, right? A very first time. So that is called build. Okay, in a technical language we can call this build, and it is also interviewer can ask you about what is build. So in a very first time the developer after developed application and give to tester for the testing is called build. Okay, so basically when a first time the application is ready for the testing, and let's suppose it is called build 1, right? And if any new changes and new features are added, so that is called build 1.1. And again if we change a new features and any new bugs are we find out and we fixed it, and we again give the build to the tester for the testing. Let's suppose the build is 1.2, and again the build 1.3, and like continuously we find build 1.30, right? So basically when we first time give the build to the tester for the testing, and we the tester tests the application and test basic and critical features by the tester is called smoke testing, right? And now we talk about the sanity testing is what. Then the build is completed, then the build and new features are added and some bugs are fixed, and again the now if your build is stable and now the bugs are totally fixed and it's our application is working fine, then we test the application for the testing to ensure that our existing functionality is working fine as well as the all bugs are fixed. So then we again test the application, so that is called what? Sanity testing. I think it is clear now what is exactly smoke testing and what is sanity test. So my dear friends and students, the smoke testing is what? Here we test the basic and critical features of the application before testing and depth is called smoke testing. Okay, and the sanity testing is what? When adding some new features and we test the existing features of the application for the particular module and we perform the testing is called what? Sanity testing. Let's understand what is the exactly difference between the smoke testing and the sanity testing. So testing the basic and critical features of the application before testing thoroughly is called smoke testing. And sanity testing is what? When new added functionality and fixed bugs are working fine or not, it's called sanity testing. And the smoke testing we do smoke testing when build is not stable. Okay, as we have seen like uh, as we have seen is what, for this time the application is not stable and we perform the testing what? Smoke testing, right? And if we talk about the sanity testing, the build is 1.1 1.2 up to 1.30, and then we test it, so that is come under the sanity testing, right? Now we move on like next point, the we usually perform positive testing. Positive testing is what? We perform only the positive test cases or scenarios, like the login functionality is working fine. Okay, and the log, so this is what? The positive test case. And if we talk about the negative test case for login features, the user cannot log in the application when he enter wrong username and password. So this is what? The negative testing, right? So Basically, the smoke testing we perform only the positive testing, and the sanity testing we perform positive and negative both testing. Okay. The next is like smoke testing is generally health checkup for the application. Okay. Generally health checkup means we no need to taste the application in deeply or thoroughly. Okay, we only taste the basic and critical features. Suppose like WhatsApp, so we are testing like we can chat or not, the profile is changing or not. So we do not change sorry, we do not taste thoroughly, right, to test the entire applications one by one. So in the smoke testing we do not taste the application thoroughly, but in the sanity testing we perform deeply testing for the particular one module, right. Let me take example like the Gmail. If we taste a Gmail application, so basically we only the taste the login features, not the entire applications like compose, inbox and send. So we do not taste the entire application, we only perform the testing on the particular one module. Okay, so that is come under the sanity testing. Okay, now the next point is we usually can do documentation for the smoke testing. Yes, so in the smoke testing we make our documentation or we can make our documentations, but for the sanity testing we do not documentation. The next is like smoke testing is subset of acceptance testing. Now we understand what is acceptance testing, and it is the subset of acceptance testing. So how we can say that, like here we test when the developer give the build to the tester for the test. So the tester only the ensure that the application is testable or not. Suppose when we log in the application and its features is not working or there is not login, right. So how we can test the other modules of our applications, right. So here we only test the like basic features like the login is working fine or not, and any and more basic features are working or not. So it is acceptable for the testing or not, right. We talk about the sanity testing is a subset of regression testing. Why we are calling the subset of regression testing? Because we also have seen the new features are added, and the also we are testing the fixed bug, right. So that's why we are also performing here the regression. That's why we are calling it is a subset of regression testing, right. Now the next point, like smoke testing exercise the entire system from end to end. Okay, what does exactly mean of the exercise the entire system? So it is mean that we test the basic and critical features, each and every critical features of the application, like the login features, profile features, post features, right. So we are testing end to end. But if we talk about the sanity testing, we only perform the particular component of any of the application. Suppose we are testing on the login features, right. So we are not worry about the entire application features. Okay. Now the next point is that the testing is performed by the developer or the tester. So basically smoke testing when the developer give the build to the tester. So before to giving the build to the tester, the developer firstly test by own to ensure that the application is testable or not. Okay, so this is basically performed by developer or tester as well. Now we talk about the sanity testing is only performed by the tester. Why? Because tester he knows the entire applications or a particular module thoroughly, test the application, but the developer he don't know, right. So basically or usually performed by the tester sanity testing. Like now we talk about the last point is we can automate smoke testing, right. So whatever the features are in the existing application, we can automate the smoke testing, but in the sanity testing we do not automate, right? So this is all about the smoke testing and the sanity testing. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel, and if you have any type of comments and query, please comment below. Thank you.